Okay, it is like 6:45 in the morning. We're gonna do a full day of eating. So I'm gonna start by taking you guys through what I have for breakfast. So I eat this like breakfast pretty much every morning. The only thing that varies is the type of fruit I have, but I've been obsessed with it for weeks now. So I have 2 scrambled eggs, and in there I have peppers, tomatoes, spinach, onions, and then I usually do mushrooms and zucchini. I'm just out of those right now. And then I am gonna add some hot sauce here in a minute to that. And then I have like half an apple. And then I have an English muffin that I'm gonna put some spray butter on. And then I have been obsessed with these 2 seasonings. So this one I've been using for like probably over a year now. And it's a cinnamon toast crunch one. It's great for French toast on English muffins. Or I recently discovered that if you put it on top of your like cinnamon toast crunch bowl of cereal, that also is a fire combination. And then my Sam's Club had the Snickers one. So I've been doing this on half of my English muffin, and I really like this one too. And then I always use spray butter. I know it's probably not actually 0 calories, but it just saves me a little bit of calories versus using like a regular butter. And so that's what I have for breakfast this morning. So I just finished eating everything I just showed you, but forgot that I also was supposed to have a cup of milk with my breakfast. So I have been obsessed with this milk. It's the Fairlife fat-free milk, specifically because it has 13 grams of protein for 1 cup. There's no fat in it, and it's only 6 carbs. So like typically the breakfast that I just showed you, if I just do eggs and then fruit and an English muffin, it's not as much protein as I typically would like to have in a meal. So I usually will have a cup of milk with it too, just to get a little bit more protein in at breakfast. Otherwise, like sometimes I'll get turkey bacon and do that too, but I like this specifically because there's no fat in it. They do make different, like this is the fat-free. They do make like a 2% and like a skim milk or something too. So they do have ones with fat in it if you'd like. But yes, if you can find Fairlife milk, I highly recommend it. And it is lactose-free if you're someone that's like has any dairy issues. And they make an ice cream that's super good. So Fairlife milk. Okay, so now that I'm done with breakfast, I'm just gonna mix up some Ghost Glow. This is just a supplement. It has like vitamin C, vitamin E, biotin. So it's kind of just like a health and beauty supplement. I have been using the blueberry acai flavor, which they no longer have because they've actually updated this supplement and there's like a new formula of it out. And I do know that they have a mango margarita flavor on their website right now of it. And then I don't think it's out yet, but they're releasing a pina colada flavor too, which I think will be really interesting. But I have this pretty much every morning after breakfast. I mix it up and then I go for a walk. So I'm just gonna head downstairs this morning and walk on the treadmill in the basement while I drink my Glow. I usually try to walk for like 10 to 15 minutes, and it's just kind of like my time to check social media in the morning. So that's what we're gonna go do. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm making for lunch, and I already have everything prepped, so it's gonna take me like 5 minutes to throw this together. Okay, so I have my scale here and I just set a bowl on it. So we're gonna weigh this stuff out. Like I said, I prepped this stuff yesterday so that it's super simple and easy for me to go. Now, if you're someone that's like confused by like batch cooking a bunch of like pasta or beef or turkey or whatever, and then having to weigh it, it's actually not that hard once you figure out how to do it. It is kind of like a learning curve at first. But like whenever you buy food, the nutrition label on that product is for how it comes packaged. So like when you get pasta, the nutrition label is for the dry pasta, like as it comes in the box. So like once it's cooked, that obviously changes a little bit. So like 2 ounces of pasta is a typical serving, but they're measuring 2 ounces dry. And pasta typically doubles in size after it's cooked. So because I tracked 2 ounces of dry pasta, when I go to weigh this now that it's cooked, I'm gonna actually just weigh out 4 ounces of pasta in my bowl. And then I know I have roughly a 2 ounce serving of pasta. And then meats are kind of similar in the sense that instead of doubling in weight, meats typically lose about 25% of their volume once they're cooked. So I want to weigh a 5 ounce serving of this ground turkey. So to get 5 ounces raw, like I tracked 5 ounces raw, I'm gonna take the 5 ounces times 0.75, which comes out to about 3.75 ounces. So I'm gonna weigh about 3.75 ounces of this ground turkey into my bowl. And then I'll know I'm at about a 5 ounce serving of ground turkey. And then for the pasta sauce, I do track this. There's some condiments and things I don't track, but a serving of this has 15 carbs in it, so I do track this. And then a serving of this is actually like quite a bit, so I'm only going to do a half a serving of this. And so I'm just going to pour this over my bowl until I get close to like 60 or so grams. I ended up doing an entire serving, so be careful when you're pouring. Another really easy way you could do that is take a spoon and just kind of like, if you set this on there, take from this container and then putting in your bowl as well. But here's my pasta, and I'm just going to microwave this for like 30 to 60 seconds and call. Okay, we're about to do like a second lunch. So basically the way that I kind of structure my day is I have 4 main meals during the day. So like a breakfast, and then I have like an earlier lunch. Like today I ate my first like lunch at like 10:30. And now it's about 1 o'clock right now, so I'm gonna eat like another lunch, and then I usually have like a pre-workout snack, which will happen later because it's usually around like anywhere from like 5 to 6 when I go to the gym, and then I'll do dinner. So for like my second lunch, I just have 5 ounces of beef here, and I'm gonna make it into a patty, and then cook that on the stove here, and then I'm gonna do some yogurt and fruit with that. So I'll show you guys it all when it's finished. Okay, so for my little yogurt bowl, I have just some light Greek yogurt, the vanilla kind. I normally really like the Dannon Light and Fit Greek yogurt. Like, it's my favorite as far as Greek yogurt goes. But I got the Great Value, and I've been getting the Great Value because it's like very similar taste-wise to the Dannon Light and Fit, and it's also a lot cheaper, and you know, we're about saving money. So I'm gonna do 1 serving or 170 grams of this, and then I'm just gonna do some blackberries and blueberries on top of that. Just for like reference, you get like a whole bowl full of this yogurt for less than 100 calories, 10 carbs, and 14 grams of protein. So if you're someone that wants like high volume food and struggles to get your protein in, go find some Greek yogurt, because this topped with berries is like super filling. It's great with a meal, or like the perfect snack in my opinion. The other thing that I do with my yogurt is I top it with this Cinnamon Toast Crunch seasoning. So before I put my berries on, I just sprinkle a little of this on, and it just like adds some more flavor, and I kind of like it. I haven't tried it with the Snickers one yet, simply because like I'm waiting to do the Snickers one when I do like granola instead of berries, because I'm not as sure that the Snickers is going to taste as good with berries. Now, I've been kind of into lettuce wraps, so I've been taking my beef and making like a burger with it and putting it on top of a lettuce and doing a lettuce wrap. You can definitely do a bun or a tortilla if you want to like spend the carbs on it. I just like prefer, especially on the days that my fiance and I go to the gym later at night, I prefer to save more of my carbs for right before my workout and have a bowl of cereal. So I like the lettuce wrap that it saves some carbs for later. So I have my patty here, and I'm just going to put it on top of the lettuce, and then I'm going to, I like pickles, onions and tomatoes on my burger, so I'm going to cut up those and then top it with the veggies and some ketchup and mustard. Also, side note, these are easily the best pickles like I've ever had in my life. I am not normally a pickle person until I found these. I don't know what possessed me to buy them, but I bought them at Target one time, and I'm literally obsessed now. So I do like, I'll like eat these straight out of the jar because of how much I love them. So if you like pickles, you're a pickle person, a burger person, whatever it is, and you're not buying the Clausen pickles, I don't know what you're doing, because they are so good. They are in the chilled section, so like they're with all the other like chilled products at the grocery store when you are shopping. Okay, we're getting ready to go to the gym, so my pre-workout meal is just going to be 1 serving of Captain Crunch with half a cup of Fairlife milk, and then I just didn't eat this earlier, so we're gonna have this Too Good mixed berry smoothie as well, just for like a little bit of extra carbs and protein. So pre-workout is a bowl of cereal. Okay, it's like 8:45. We just got back from the gym and we're gonna make some dinner. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys what we're making. We're gonna do like little buffalo chicken wraps. So I'm gonna use these low carb like tortillas. They're 45 calories and 15 carbs for one of them. And then I'm gonna throw just a serving of these Tyson crispy chicken strips into the air fryer. And then we're gonna top it with like cheese, lettuce, buffalo ranch. And then I'm just gonna do veggies and another cup of Fairlife milk with this.